used to think if I couldn't find hope, I should just let it all go. I used to think if I couldn't make dreams come true, I should just let them all go. When life seems impossible, look from a new angle, change just one little thing. When life feels intolerable, find your true source of love. Concentrate, focus on love. Center now, focus on love. Dedicate, focus on love. Focus now, focus on love. Oh, focus on love.
All right, welcome everyone. This is your spiritual perspective for the month and week of August. And I'm hoping that you have brought your learning tools, particularly your Bible, pen, highlighter, paper, whatever you need. We're getting ready to start the subject of love. And we're going to begin with John 3:16. So I'll give you a moment to find that scripture. You may also want to Google that, John 3:16. That is a New Testament book. And again, we're getting ready to discuss the subject of love. Okay, this is a spiritual perspective, 3:16. And it states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Hopefully you wrote that down, okay? We're going to get to that in just a second. Then we're going to skip on further in the New Testament, and we're going to go to 1 Corinthians 3:16. Everybody knows about 1 Corinthians 13. 1 Corinthians 13 was basically dedicated to the subject of love. Now we're going to be discovering this word for ourselves, okay? Not for anybody else, but for yourself. But we're going to start from a biblical perspective, okay? With a spiritual perspective, okay? If that makes sense to you at all. And again, that's 1 Corinthians 13, okay? And it says, and the title is "Love is the Greatest Gift," okay? "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all of my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaineth not itself, or vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never fails, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away." When I was I'm going to stop right there, okay? I'm going to stop right there, okay? We're going to move on to the last one, which is John 13 and 34. And 30. Wait a minute. Is that 1 John 13:34? Give me just a second, y'all. Let me pause. Let me make sure I got people that's First John, first and second and third John, Jude and Revelation. So you're gonna have to go towards the very, very end of the book. So it's First John. There are 3 Johns. Okay, towards the end. So we want the first epistle of John, chapter 3 and verse 11. And it says, "For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." All right, so just write it down. You can or Google it. 1 John 3 and 11. That was the last script dealt with kind of a spiritual order, or maybe even a religious order. But what do we mean when we say love? When we use the term love, okay? So to demonstrate my perspective to you regarding love, okay, this is your spiritual perspective, your spiritual side. We're gonna say G-I-L. That's God is love, okay? God is love. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. And on this side, we're gonna have love of us. So we got some Siamese twins here. We got Gil, God is love, and the love of God. And God's love gave. He gave. Okay? And the love of us, as in 1 Corinthians, it deals with kindness. It dealt with giving. It dealt with caring. Just talked about the poor. Okay. It also dealt with jealousy. Now get this. Guess what acronym is in jealousy? Lou. Now, in the first epistle of John, the next verse dealt with the love. It says, "Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one and slew his brother." That's the next verse. Well, we're not going to discuss that right now. But it's funny that the love of us, when we deal with jealousy, because it talked about envy things, 1 Corinthians 13, we have jealousy. It's funny. Lou is in this. But love can't be all of this. So when we're defining something, we need to be very precise about what we're saying. Because when we don't know, we abuse. Okay? These, to me, are like ingredients, the antidotes to love, or what the Bible referred to as charity. Now, for us today, charity is what? Giving to the poor, the disenfranchised. Okay? But 1 Corinthians said you can do all of that and still don't have love. And from a spiritual perspective, that's my perspective, that could be either way. You could be doing great things for people and not getting the love in return. Or it could be vice versa. You know, people loving you and you not loving them back. But what does that mean? Because oftentimes we think love is based on how we feel. But I'm asking you today, when it comes to love, how do you, think? And that's my spiritual perspective. Until next time, namaste. Stay tuned for your monthly forecast. Hey, what's going on, talented ones and cup bearers? Welcome to the Soul Station with the Spiritual Bee. Hope you all like the intros. I told you things are going to be transitioning and transforming. And we're on that journey, you know. It's all about elevation. So hopefully you will leave me some comments about that. Also, please remember to support the station. And if you would like to support financially, please check the links below in the description box. Thank you so much in advance. We're going to go ahead and get started because this is an August report, okay? And we will get to a follow-up report for you later on in the month, okay? And maybe sometime in the near future we'll be back to weekly forecasts, but right now, with all that's been going on, this is the way Source has led me to begin the new journey, all right? So you saw it with your own eyes. You was with me when I was telling you it was coming, and now you're actually seeing the progress. So just know that whenever you have a creation, you have a creation until it matures, just like a child. It's going to take on different shapes and forms and fashions, and that's a beautiful thing to see my baby growing. Okay, so external energy this month, you're going to be dealing with the hearts and cups of the earth. Internal energy, oh, you're going to be dealing with the hearts and the cups of Mars. Not bad. We have 34 here. That deals with massive ability to journey, to get it done, to meet the task, to finish the race, okay? To endure, you know what I'm saying? Massive amounts of feeling, heart, love this month, okay? This is what's going to get you going, okay? This is what's going to keep you healthy. You're going to feel very abundant. It's like you're going to have a lot of heart, you know. And I definitely see you in your artwork here, you know. 34 may be of significance to you. That may be your age. Okay, you may have done something 34 times, you know what I'm saying? But it comes to a rest. There's a break here. And you are feeling really fulfilled. You know, it's like whatever you're trying to establish, whatever foundation you're laying down or completing, because I say it's going to come to a rest. I do believe something comes to a rest. It's out of love, and you know we're talking about love. That is our series for the season for right now, and I see that you're really in that element, okay? But maybe this month you'll be finding out what it really means for you, okay? So it's just like you got a lot of love to give, you know, sharing and caring, and like I said, read that 1 Corinthians 13. To me, I see you in practice of that, okay? External energies in terms of your mood of this month, you're going to be dealing with Leo, and it's an important time to guard against, you know, being self-centered, opinionated, and pushy. You know, coming off like you the captain. You know, don't have the Mufasa energy going on here, which maybe I don't see why they came out, because I see that your feelings are very activated, you know, but hopefully it's enough, you know. Sometimes you can really be in your heart and it's not, they know it, but it comes off a certain kind of way. Because this is mood, okay, this external energy. And your internal energy remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation, and that's in Aries. So we got this fiery energy outside of this loving energy. So this could be what I feel like right now. It's like this is you and this is what's going on around you, right? And because this fiery energy around you, you know, you might end up being self-protective, or you know, guarding yourself, you know, because when you feel good, you don't want nobody to interrupt that shit. You know what I'm saying? But with this moon and Aries energy, because you know it's all about you. You know, you have to, because just because you're good and loving to people don't mean that you can be nasty. You know what I'm saying? Or be disruptive or hurtful. You know, just because, let's say you're a giver. All right. So let's go ahead and pull your 5 cards and see what's going on for the month of August. And then we'll do a follow-up report for the mid-month. Okay? That'll be your next forecast for August. Overall, you're going to be dealing with the 5 of Pentacles. I don't like this card. It's all based on the Hierophant. Okay? You have the 2 swords this month. You have the 6 of Pentacles in the past energy, the present energy, and you have the Queen Pen in the outcome. Your underlining energy is 2 of Cups. This is partnership proposals. Okay? It's a bet. Alright? Alright? This is, I see things about love here, feelings, emotions is also here. I told you that's here. This could be you and a soulmate getting together. Okay? This could be dealing with the work position. So this could be dealing with partnering in terms of entrepreneurship, or this could be dealing with an actual work interview. Some of you may be partnering with someone you've been involved with, but this is business this month. This is business. If this all about commitment and fidelity and loyalty, okay? Fidelity here. Because this is definitely dealing with the home. And this, for some of you, is definitely dealing with something from the ground up. Okay? From the ground up. Now I'm getting the word tongues. Tongues. This may be dealing with different languages, okay? So you may have to be like bilingual, or maybe you have that talent. Tongues. Some of you, it may be about speaking in tongues. You know, in a religious sense, because we do have the Hierophant here, the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have this 2 of Cups. This could be dealing with, the 6 of Pentacles here. But this could be dealing with church issues. Okay? But there is a loving connection here, you know. I don't... could be dry and hot for you this month. It could be in this relationship, it's dry and it's hot. But it is earthy. And has this natural ability to grow. But it can also die down. See what I'm saying? So it could be up and down, one of those types of energy things, you know. Dry meaning maybe boring, not too much going on. Maybe that could be considered a low peak. And then it gets hot and feisty, you know what I'm saying? But your overall energy is dealing with this 5 of Pentacles, which is hardship, a lot of pain, you know. A lot of taking one for the team, you know, or because like I've explained to people before, all work comes with risk. But there are risks here that you may not want to be committed to that. It's the Five of Pentacles. The pay ain't that great. And here is De La Croix, there's another option here. There's another option, that we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? And you're looking for a come up. I'm also hearing something more affordable. This could be about housing. Because you need help. You could definitely use somebody to help balance you out. This, like I said, for some of you, this is a soulmate. And it's got a lot to do with hardship. Maybe some trouble on the job, injuries. This could even be dealing with emotional pain, because workplaces, they come with their challenges now. Just because people have leadership and authoritative positions don't mean that they're good people. I have found them to be just as competitive with the people that they're leading than they are within their own group, which is very distasteful to me, You're just very challenged here. Seems like it can't shine for the storms, Just a lot of storms and troubles, and overall energy is just causing you a lot of heartbreak. You cry tears, you do cry tears, because you need something a little more stable. You really, some of your goal is to work from home. You feel it would give, but you need something that would give you balance. You need a fair shake. You need a fair hand. And this month you're going to be kind of stuck trying to make a decision, because it's about equality. Also, this could be about percentage of partnership this month. Okay, the percentage of the partnership, that's going to be a hard decision. Is it 50-50? Is it 30-70? Is it 60-40? This may even be your own income or revenue projection about how to pay yourself in business. It's a decision to make. Let's find out why. Why do we have De La Croix and the Hierophant here? Some of you, a Cancer may be involved big time. For some of you, this could be dealing with a mother or a father in the home. Overall energy is pain. This is hard. It's physically paining you. It's emotionally paining you. It's mentally paining you. Some of you feel like you're growing old in this situation. It's causing you to feel older than you are. And you some of you are like, I don't want to retire doing this shit. I don't want to grow old in this situation. I don't want to grow old broke. I don't want to be old and broke, in pain, broken down. I need something that's going to be fair to me, to pay me my worth. So some of you really definitely are thinking about partnering up with somebody and working from home, doing your own thing. And I don't know why, but I'm hearing you put into this. Like some of you have paid into this. Maybe this is dealing with like your health insurances, your retirement plans. Others of you, this is dealing with offerings, like church offerings. Because for some of you, this is definitely dealing with pastoralships, ministries, speaking in tongues. For some of you, that just means speaking a different language, learning different terminologies because that comes from industry to industry. You have to learn the terminology. And you got a tough decision to make this month about what to do. You got to make this decision. Because somebody has put in, or it's got something to do with a fair shake. Because here I'm hearing the scales should be balanced. Because I'm hearing I'll pay you to do something, but it's this is like a commitment. And I'm sure it's tough because you're somewhere where you may not be the happiest, but at least you know what you're getting. With this decision, this is kind of like a risk. Like, I don't know. I need a moment to think about it. Okay, the reason for the Six of Pentacles, De La Croix, and the Hierophant. Okay, well, you love what you do. You have a lot to focus on in terms of your passion, the way that you show love. This could be in a religious sense. This could be a spiritual thing that you're doing. You could be writing books. But you got a lot of passions here that you love, and you want a break. You want time to focus on what you love. Yeah, so it's like you felt that you could focus on you. That's the reason why you are either present in the past that you invested. For some of you, this is about buying a home. But you're struggling. You're struggling. Because you want a place where you can indulge in your love and your passions and your artwork, and you can get rest and rejuvenation. Heart, mind, and soul. Your heart, your mind, and your soul is the reason you want this fair shake, and this well, it's stability, but it's not security. because this could change anytime. And the Hierophant is nothing written in stone, you know, but it's there as long as you want it, you know. You can keep up the bill here. So this is, for some of you, this is definitely about finding a better place to stay, finding a better place where you can focus on your art forms, where you can be you. You need a break, you need healing, you know, and you're looking for uh, the perfect partner or the best partnership. You know, and for some of you, this is somebody you have been romantically involved with. You know, there is a heartfelt connection. And in the outcome, I see that you are gestating, you know, trying to manifest this. You know, you're trying to envision this. Others of you, you're going to be focused on making plans for the month, for the home, you know. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe you are the uh, home planner, you know, the manager, because this is momager, this is the home manager, the domestic manager here. Because this is also about where you want to put your money, where you want to spend your money, where you want to invest your money. And this is carefully planning before you make a move. This is like doing the shopping list before you go to the store. You don't want to miss nothing. But there is definitely a choice that's going to have to be made, or that needs to be made in the month of August regarding some success plan here. This could be career-wise. This could be dealing with your purpose. Like I said, for some of you, I see this as religion, church issues, maybe even spiritual things, ministries here. This is what you love to do. This is what makes you happy. This is what gives you joy. This is where you want to put your energy into. It really does something for your spirit, you know. But you got to come up with a plan. You got a choice to make, but you got to come up with a plan first. A financial plan, a schedule. You know, like what your obligations are as opposed to the other person's obligation, because we are dealing with the Hierophant now. This is voluntary now. We're going to do this or we're not. But these are some of the rules. You know, we have to be fair to each other, fair to one another. Okay? I'm also here personally assist. I'm going to go ahead and sum this up right now. And as I do that, please support the Soul Station. And again, if you would like to contribute to the station, please check the description box. The links are below. You have the bear with the pear. Okay, so this is about first fruits. We was talking about the 60, 40, 30, 70%. And you know, the bear also represents care, you know. And there she is, making sure all is done within the home, on the home front, you know, or even where you work, the manager. We also dealing with schedules here. But this is about if it's worth your time, and if the price is worth your time and energy. Underlining all that is the nest, because I told you some people want to stay home and focus on their own thing. Vest, crest, dress, best, guest, jest, mest, chest, best, rest, press, rest, or west, west, like west end. Blessed and zest, underlining words for you this month, okay? And those words do sneak up on you. Let's get you a angel message, and then we're going to do a spiritual vibe message, and then we're going to close it up until the final one. You have the angel of education. Okay. Angel of education. So some of you may be thinking about going back to school. You know, you want to level it up. It says, I am open to the education that is inspired by my soul. True knowledge comes to us when we tune into the soul. All that we receive from the external world is secondhand information. Direct knowledge is something we can contact when we realize it is already within ourselves. Education is allowing the soul's latent wisdom to manifest itself, teaching us how to live. And I see that that's what's going on here. That's part of the lesson, learning how to live. Okay, so we have to do the numbers, right? To figure out, learn our worth. You know, again, some of you is dealing with, you have your religious education, your spiritual education, your academics, but you really don't know education until you know your whole self. Education is about all of life. Okay, and only you can give that to you. Alright, so what is the Spiritual Vibe Oracle message for our Talented Ones and Cups bearers for the month of August? Oh, Mr. West, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today from the shot like Tim's the Hardaway. Don't let me get started. Y'all know this is my baby. And I'm going to leave it on that note. Thank you so much, Talented Ones and Cup bearers, for tuning into the Soul Station here with the Spiritual Bee. I can't wait to bring you the follow-up message. Until that time, remember to do what it takes to make yourself happy and to be at peace with yourself. One love.
I should just let it all go.